The life of Pablo Escobar. Have you ever wondered how one man could amass a fortune of over $30 billion in just a few years? Or how he could build his own personal zoo with exotic animals like hippos and giraffes? Stick around and you'll find out. Pablo Escobar is a name that's synonymous with drug trafficking, corruption, and violence. He's considered to be one of the most notorious drug lords in history, having amassed immense wealth and power through his cocaine empire. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the life and crimes of Pablo Escobar. Escobar Gaviria was born on December 1, 1949, in Rionegro, Colombia, into a poor family. As a teenager, he began his criminal career by stealing gravestones and reselling them to smugglers. He then moved on to stealing cars and selling contraband cigarettes before eventually becoming involved in the drug trade. But what made him switch to the drug trade, and how did he become so successful in it? Escobar's involvement in the drug trade began in the late 1970s, when he started trafficking marijuana. He later moved on to cocaine and quickly became one of the key players in the Medellin cartel, a powerful drug trafficking organization. Escobar's vast wealth was generated through his cocaine empire, which he controlled every aspect of, from production to distribution. In the 1970s and 80s, Escobar became a leader of the Medellin cartel, which was responsible for the majority of the world's cocaine supply at that time. He used his wealth and power to bribe politicians, law enforcement, and even judges to avoid prosecution and expand his empire. But how did he manage to bribe so many people and evade the law for so long? Escobar's ability to bribe officials was a key factor in his success. He used his vast wealth to buy off politicians, law enforcement, and even judges, ensuring that he could operate with impunity. He was also known for his generosity, often giving money to the poor and building schools and hospitals in his hometown. But how did he amass such a vast fortune in the first place? Escobar's empire was built on the production and distribution of cocaine. He controlled every aspect of the trade, from the coca fields in Colombia to the distribution networks in the United States and Europe. His ruthless tactics, including violence and intimidation, ensured that he had no rivals and could charge exorbitant prices for his product. But how did he manage to evade law enforcement and the DEA for so long? Escobar's smuggling operations were vast and sophisticated, using everything from submarines to private planes to transport his product. He also had extensive networks of corrupt officials who would tip him off about impending raids and investigations. His power and influence made it difficult for law enforcement to take him down. Escobar's reign was not without its share of violence. He ordered the deaths of thousands of people, including government officials, journalists, and even innocent civilians who got in his way. His brutal tactics earned him the nickname, the King of Cocaine, and made him one of the most feared and reviled men in the world. But why did he resort to such extreme measures, and how did he justify them to himself? Escobar had political aspirations and ran for public office in Colombia. He was elected to the Colombian Congress in 1982 and used his position to advance his criminal agenda. He funded public works projects and gained popularity among some Colombians, who saw him as a Robin Hood figure. Despite his immense wealth and power, Escobar's downfall came in the form of a manhunt led by the Colombian government and the United States Drug Enforcement Administration. After months on the run, he was finally killed in a shootout in 1993, ending his reign of terror. But how did the authorities finally catch up with him? And what was the aftermath of his death? Today, Escobar's life and legacy continues to fascinate people around the world. He has been the subject of countless books, movies, and TV shows, and his impact on the drug trade in Colombian society is still being felt today. But what lessons can we learn from his life, and how can we prevent others from following in his footsteps? And that's the life of Pablo Escobar, from his humble beginnings to his meteoric rise and tragic downfall. His story is one that will always captivate and intrigue us. We hope you found this video informative and engaging. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching.